This is a quick video on AIFF, which is made a huge run so far. It's on day 2 of the move. And I was just looking into it to see what these guys might be up to. And one thing I noticed is that in this recent private placement, the investor was this Helena Partners. So I went over to our bank fund lookup where I can type them in and see what other stocks they've been involved in. And one thing that stood out was this ONMD. So they did a private placement back in March. And then if you go and look at the chart, let's switch over to ONMD. They have this. They had this multi-day move as well. Let me zoom out to the daily chart right here. And it's kind of interesting timing too, because this one, they did the private placement in December, and then here we are 2 months later with this big move. And then on OMMD, the private placement was in March, and then they had the move 2 months later in May. So let's go into the intraday just to get a sense of what's going on here. So you see kind of actually similar action to AIMD. And it even had a secondary move over here, and it took a few days for this to break down, actually. So how can we use this information? Well, I mean, me personally, I just wouldn't trade it. I don't really see a really easy way to trade this action until maybe we get to I guess the daily chart breaking trend. Maybe there's a swing trade in here. I don't have zoomed out, but it ultimately came all the way back down, and I think they didn't do any kind of registered offering. They ultimately did another private placement. Looks like later in June. But yeah, I mean that's just me personally. Sometimes seeing repeat history just means avoid, just simply because it looks like tricky action. But that's just how I'm thinking about this one.